All right. We good? All right. All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Congresswoman Kat Cammack, proudly representing the Gator Nation, Florida's 3rd Congressional District, also the horse capital of the world. But we're not here to have a competition about whose district is better. We're here to talk about the most popular bill in Congress today, the REINS Act. With 179 co-sponsors, this bill has become front and center for the Republican agenda in reining in this overreaching, overburdensome government that has spiraled out of control. I like to say that the regulatory regime is quite literally the biggest but the quietest American dream killer. It has an impact on every aspect of our lives, from the services that we use to the products that we consume to the way we operate our businesses. The regulatory regime is out of control and dictating every element of our livelihoods, our businesses, and beyond. Currently, there are 1.3 million regulations on the books, costing our economy over $2 trillion a year. It's pretty simple. You start pulling regulations off the books that don't make people safer, products safer, and they're really there just to find a home and to drive revenue for that agency. We can start to see some relief for the American people. The REINS Act does just this. It takes steps to address regulatory actions by requiring every new major rule proposed by federal agencies to be approved by Congress before going into effect. A great example is this week, the ATF will publish a rule on stabilizing braces that will have a $1.9 billion impact to the industry, but also will make millions of law-abiding citizens felons in the span of 120 days. Specifically, the House and Senate would be required to pass a joint resolution in order for a major rule to be approved by Congress. This bill defines a major rule as any federal rule or regulation that may result in an annual effect on the economy of $100 million or more, a major increase in cost prices for consumers, individual industries, government agencies, or geographic regions, or significant adverse effects on competition, employment, investment, productivity, innovation, or the ability of US-based enterprises to compete with foreign-based enterprises. This bill also preserves the ability for Congress to disapprove of non-major rules. With that includes all rules that do not qualify as a major rule through a joint resolution of disapproval. So Congress is permitted constitutionally to decide major questions of nationwide policy. The REINS Act would bolster that mandate that Congress has by approving costly executive actions before they go into place. Florida, for example, requires legislative approval of all rules that adversely impact the economy or increase regulatory costs of at least $1 million over 5 years. Seems pretty simple to me. Lawmakers can prevent agencies from using guidance that they take quite liberally to circumvent the congressional review process. We can protect taxpayers, tame inflation, increase transparency, novel idea, and rein in the executive branch. In short, Congress can fundamentally protect taxpayers and job creators by restoring a constitutional balance of power by reining in the federal bureaucracy for good. Just for points of reference, in my home state of Florida, inflation is costing families about $875 a month. That's more than $10,180 annually. I don't know many families in my district that have an extra 10 grand to spare. At the end of 2020, groceries were up more than $105 per month. For folks that are on fixed income, this is real. The impact that the regulatory environment is having on us is real. And since I don't like bureaucrats in basements all over Washington wasting our tax dollars, I'm not going to waste your time. You understand the importance of this bill, but I want my colleagues to share their experiences and what they are excited about within this bill to take on the regulatory state. So with that, I would like to introduce my friend,